You know, when we first had our water bills, you had a base amount.
They took the base rate up.
They took it, well, they made the base rate up, but the very first drop of water you use, you start getting billed for that.
Exactly.
That money. So they have gotten an increase in another fashion. But they have so mixed up these water bills, and what was concerning me was like some of our older people that get all these statements. I mean, I can show you all these statements. I got one issued on me at the first of the month, and then 4 days later I get another one for the same address, and then I look, the very next day they issued another water bill because of all the switching and swapping of all this information. And I'm curious as to how many people have actually been paying water bills that they don't owe because they've screwed up the records so badly.
Yeah.
You know,
Is
so.
Monaco the private rate too?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I looked at mine the other day.
Hello.
Y'all mind if we have a meeting?
Well, she was talking, I wasn't interested in that story.
Well, I might not be interested in what you're saying, but I was probably.
That's why I was whispering.
Anyway, I looked at my bill, and I've seen that the base rate has doubled.
Yeah.
And you're right, then they start off with a new bill. So, like I said, somebody from here needs to go. So, if I don't know how we're gonna do it between myself, Angela, fire chief, somebody, we're gonna figure out a way to go down there and represent. What does that mean? And depending on what time that meeting starts, will depend on when we leave.
11 a.m.
Okay, that's Saturday, right?
Yeah, I'll be out of town that weekend, so I can't go.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out before, well before then, and we'll let you, well, I'll tell you at the June meeting, hopefully it'll be by the night, yeah. I'll tell you at the June meeting who's gonna go and what we're gonna do, but we need to go and support it. And also, I have those little handouts as far as what city or what area has donated what, and I believe we are about 23,000 between us, and it's gotta still divide us, Hossaw, I think Continental Road had so much. I've got those numbers if you want them.
In the paper, you made a statement that that guy that heads up Tamer, I can't remember his name.
Orwell.
Yeah. You made a statement that he was waiting for the real punchline, which would be to change something with.
Yeah, he was waiting for his people, the Tamer people, to fully analyze what they did with the rate. The 14%.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about. He was talking about an actual change in the law. You mentioned something.
Oh, there's lots of changes in the law.
But I didn't understand what you meant by that, because they were really putting a lot of faith into that change in the law situation. Is there something?
It's a long list of things that Tamer wants done to rein in the state license monopoly utilities.
So this would be a good
And there's a
thing.
whole bunch of things they want done to do that. And
You should elaborate on that, because I was kind of in the dark on what they were.
actually, I have several times.
You probably weren't interested in one.
I actually want to put under a different.
I was listening, now this is what I was listening.
I do want to put under a different department.
It would also like to go back to, not under the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. But
Right, so they can regulate the race
because
themselves.
they don't think the TCEQ's done a very good job with the state license and all.
Matter of fact, we need to apply for our, what is the name of that we gave up? That's why we're susceptible to this right now. What did we give up? Not we.
I remember the city giving it up
Yeah,
years ago. I remember.
but they're saying I can't apply for it now because it's in litigation. But once it's out of litigation, see, we can take that out of their hands, and then they can't monopolize us.
I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember. Well, anyway, regardless, if anybody want to know,
Certificate of convenience or something that
Yeah.
allows them to supply water to people to this area.
right, and if they hadn't given that up, we wouldn't even have to worry about it. If anybody wants to know who's giving what, and who's doing what, I've got that here. We can make copies for you off the top of my head. Hossaw, $250. Broadwood Bay, $3,355. Diamond Head, $2,575. Coffee Landing, $175. Coffee City, $1,000. A total of $23,700. And I was looking at some of these other places. We're not doing bad.
Yeah.
If you add all us together, we're doing pretty good. So I got a copy of that if anybody wants it. Let's move on.
Number 2.
Judge,
Yep.
Are you ready for your rendition?
Oh, I just got a little bitty report.
Where's the fire chief with his dissertation?
He's coming.
Okay. We filed 80 new cases last month. Had docket on the 27th. Finally got a few cases cleared out. Had 8 cases for defensive driving, 3 for deferral, and issued 33 warrants, and revenue was $12,486. Had one of the off-duty officers came in, and worked some warrants for me one day, and was able to take care of 33 warrants. So,
And he worked the warrants, why?
why do you work the warrants?
Mm-hmm.
It was raining for one thing.
Yeah, what's the other reason? See, folks don't know what's going up here every day. I'm having fun.
Needed to be done.
Cause the truck need a water pump.
Oh,
It was running high.
yes, his truck broke down, and
So when y'all see it on next month's bill, the water pump went out,
so
folks.
he came in and he mainly did some phone calls and,
And it worked out perfect. He couldn't
Worked out
write
pretty good.
tickets, he couldn't do anything else, so he came in and did warrants.
now we did have, and the city will see
$20
this. The city will see this next month, but we did have 3 people that laid fines out, and I don't know if y'all are aware, but when they lay them out, and
It cost us money.
it costs
Was it
$25
$50
a
a
day.
day?
$25 a day.
Yeah.
Come on, let me listen to you.
No. Well, no, you want to talk, I want to talk. Is that it?
That's it.
Thank you, Judge. Come on, Fire Chief, with your dissertation.
Short and sweet.
Oh, no, not you.
There's your copy. Newspaper guy already gave a copy. Miss Savage. You can get in. All right, real briefly, we did 32 calls, and this is in April. It's not even counting May.
You're not even counting this weekend, right?
Not even counting this weekend. Breakdown there, 2 building fires, 4 rubbish or burn ban, 12 medicals, 4 trees. Those are those storms early in April. I don't know if y'all remember those. We had 1 good intent call again. I remember that one. The lady thought the house was on fire, but they were burning behind the house, but it looked like the house was on fire. It's not really a false call, but I call it a good intent call. 1 vehicle fire, 3 wrecks. We transported like 5 out of that 1 wreck. What we did, we ended up flying 2 to Children's in Dallas, so that was a pretty bad wreck. 3 public services and 2 weather standbys, and those are those early storms early in April. So we currently have 12 firefighters. I don't know if y'all remember, I told y'all back in October we were going to streamline a few things and try to get more production. So they have a minimum amount of hours they have to perform. If they don't do that, then which it's not a bad thing. You know, well, if it was you, Mike, the next thing you ain't got the time, come back when you got the time, you're welcome, but until then. So, we got 1 firefighter in the certification school. He'll come out as firefighter 1. He's going Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 10, and some Saturdays. That class won't graduate until November. And he started.
Which one with the bailiff?
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one's going where? I'm sorry.
Didn't you say, they're going to Baylor?
No, they're going to the firefighter school. It's a Kilgore school. Our TEAS is supported by TEAS.
You got a grant on that, right?
Yeah. Well, I got a grant if you pass it.
That's what I'm saying, but you need to let these folks know you got a
Yeah.
grant.
Yeah, you better.
If I had to pay up front, if you don't pass,
Glad to see you
it'll
had
be
a
down to
grant.
11. So, all the vehicles are running. The engine needs about $300 with the lights. The 2 lights on the front. The truck's 13 years old now, and those lights have finally gone out.
I got a question,
Here,
but it's not concerning that. What was the deal on 2661 today? What happened?
I have no idea.
Well, that was big time.
I have
3
no
highway
idea.
patrol, 5 sheriff's cars, something big
Okay.
time.
The big time fire was Saturday when the
No, I
oil
don't
tanks
think this was a
burned
fire.
at 30.